the CIF Spring Playoffs officially kicking off on Saturday. We have some open division girls lacrosse for you. The top seeded Torrey Pines Falcons hosting the 8th seed POWAY Titans. 17:25 left in the first. POWAY's Camden O'Donnell gets the first of her 3 to get the Titans on the board. 8:33 left in the half, and it's goalkeeper Sophia LaRose to Kelly McKinnon, who takes the ball. Watch her run all the way down the field. One of 4 straight goals within 3 minutes of each other, as it goes from 7-1 to 11-1. 15-15 left in the game, and the Falcons' Ariel Sharabani to Kate Rothman for the first of her 2, makes it 14-2. The Lady Falcons would go on to win, advancing the Open Division semi-finals. The final, and this one, 16-4.
I was just like in the moment after the first one, and then the second one, it was just like the open space, and then my teammates feeding me the ball, and I couldn't do it without everyone else on the field.
Last, we worked hard from the start of the whistle, which we don't typically normally do. So it was great to see our team work hard from the first minute and grind it out until the last minute. I think it's a great start going into playoffs with a really good win that we can feed off of for our next game.
All right, another Open Division quarterfinal matchup at Scripps Ranch. The 4th-seed Lady Falcons hosting the 5th-seed San Marcos. Lady Falcon Danny Glenn with her 3rd goal of the game, giving Scripps an 8-5 lead in the second. But here come the Knights. Skylar Johnson scores to tie the game at 8. From there, the free position, Ella Boland puts San Marcos in front to stay. The defending D1 champions scoring 6 straight goals on their way to a 12-9 win. They advance to the semifinals to face Torrey Pines. Scripps Ranch finishing the season with a 13-5 record.
The first half we were kind of throwing balls away. We weren't really composed. In the second half we made sure we would get the ball, settle it a little bit. We definitely want to win open, but we just want to take one game at a time, make sure we take one team and study their film and make sure we get their best players and win each game.
All right, girls lacrosse, another Open Division quarterfinal. Coronado taking the trip to La Costa Canyon. Picking the first half, it's the Islanders' Katie Ward spinning around her defender and assist Camden DeMayo with the first goal of the game. Mavericks respond as Lena Savage, going savage, using the spin move to score and tying the game at 1. She scores a hat trick. The La Costa Canyon Mavericks' Tessa Bass leading all players with 4 on the day. And then in the second half, it's the Mavs' CJ Jones going around the goalie for the score. LCC as heading to the semifinals. The final in this one, 12-4.
I would say just keeping our composure, keeping our confidence, and staying hungry, and always knowing that every game is going to get harder, but knowing that we're going to finish it strong.
All right, biggest game of the season in baseball. Avocado West rivals Torrey Pines and La Costa Canyon, both 9-1 in the league. Top 4 are Falcons Ryan Rice with the grounder, shortstop Chris Naboo. Toss it to first baseman Spencer Jones, who makes the leaping one-handed grab to end the inning and keep the score tied at 0. Top of 6 is Ty McGuire with the power of a bunt. A fielding error allowing 2 runs to score for a 2-0 Torrey Pines lead. But here comes La Costa Canyon. Bottom of 6, Spencer Jones. Single to left, bringing in Maverick, putting them on the board 2-1, but just too tough on the mound is Michael Schreiber. Going the distance, allowing only 5 hits and 1 run for the 2-1 win. And with the 4 league games left, Torrey Pines now 10-1.
I just woke up like it was any other day, went on the mound like I was pitching any other game, I just did my thing. It was a pretty intense game, it was close the whole way. They really put the pressure on in that 6th inning and then the 7th inning too, but I knew I had my good defense behind me and I knew they were going to make the plays, so it was a good boost for my confidence, and it was good to shut the door on that last inning.
Well, let's head to the South Bay as the Chula Vista Elite Training Center for the Metro Conference Track and Field Finals, but this is no ordinary meet. You're looking at the Unified Sports Track Finals, part of the Sweetwater School District's Division for Special Needs Children. The program starting 3 years ago, and since its inception, they have now 13 high schools in the district participating, along with some of the middle schools as well. And the even better news is that this morning's meet isn't just for fun, it's also for a shot at a title.
So before it was more like an exhibition, now it's an actual recognized sport with CIF San Diego section. For the first time in history, the top 8 boys and top 8 girls in 4x1 and the shot put will be able to compete in the CIF San Diego section championships in a couple weeks at Mount Carmel. I'm very proud to be part of CIF San Diego because of all the 9 sections in California. We're the first to be able to recognize these athletes.
It feels good to be a trendsetter, doesn't it?
It does. Sweetwater is the trendsetter for unified sports too. I hope that with people seeing this down in our district, that the other districts in San Diego could follow suit.
It teaches the kids who come in here to volunteer. It teaches them a lot about, what you can get back from when you get there.
Yeah, correct. And that's the whole, what we want to teach everyone here is that we want the inclusion that happens with sports to spread throughout the entire school culture.
Great story there. The Xolos traveling to Monterrey and needing an outright win to advance in the Liga MX playoffs.
Ahí va Miller, Bolaños con espacio, Bolaños se abre, saca el disparo, el desvío, adentro. ¡Gol!
Yeah, that's right. That poor keeper had nothing to do with that. He couldn't do anything about it. The final 2-1 Xolos says they advanced 3-2 on aggregate goals. It's their first win away from home since October 17th of last year. They move on in the playoffs.